Good morning, students. Welcome back into the another session of problem solving methodologies using programming in C. Lastly, we are discussing about the control structure in C. Let's continue the same. The topic that we have discussed are what is control structure, the types of control structure. There are two types of control structures, that is decision making and looping. Into the decision making control structure, there are many options like if else, multiple if else, switch and go to. Then we have taken individual decision making statements. First we have started with simple if else, then we have gone through the syntax of if else, and then we have written the programs for the same. Then after we have discussed about multiple if else, its syntax, and then we have started with the programs of multiple if else, and we have written a one program for multiple if else. Now let's continue with some more practice in multiple if else. So the next program is write a program to demonstrate multiple if else by write a program to demonstrate. Let me make it small, little bit easier. Write a program to print minimum and maximum of two number. Right? Up to this, what we have done, we have checked the number for minimum or either for maximum individually. But in a single program, I want to print minimum as well as maximum. Then it could be done by multiple decision making statements. So what I do over here, first I will take two numbers, that means two variables, that is a and b. Then I write CLR SCR, printf, enter your first number, scanf, %d, comma, ampersand a, printf, enter your second number, scanf, %d, ampersand b, it's a second number. Then I will check if a is less than b, opening bracket and closing bracket, printf a is minimum, right? If a is less than b, then if condition is true, a is minimum. Else if b is less than a, printf b is minimum. Else input, that means in printf input proper number. Let's check will it work or not. It asks for the first number, suppose I am entering 1, it asks for the number that is 2, then the condition first a is less than b, a value of a is 1 and value of b is 2. So it prints a is minimum. I think I forgot to write get ch. So let's write over here. This program can also be easily done by if else also. No need to go for multiple if else, but for the practice purpose we have taken this. So 1 is less than 2, that's why it prints a is minimum. Let's rerun the code. 2 and 1, right? I'm just exchanging the number. Then it prints what? B is minimum, because the value of 1 is less than the value of 2. It prints B is minimum. So in this way we can check the number minimum from 2 using multiple if else. So let's check this code over the notepad also. C drive, turbo C disk, turbo C bin, and my name of the program is 1. So let's open 1. This is the code. Write a program to print minimum and maximum of 2 numbers. I have to extend the code also. આપણે કરીએ પાછો, પણ અત્યારે મિનિમમ માટે કર્યું છે એટલું તો જોઈ લે. ઇન્ક્લુડ stdio.h void main opening bracket closing bracket integer a comma b clr acr printf enter your first number. અહીંયા આપણે 1 નાખ્યો તો પહેલાં સૌથી પહેલી વાર કોડ કર્યો કમ્પાઇલ ત્યારે, એટલે એ એમાં સ્ટોર થશે. અહીંયા આપણે 2 નાખ્યો તો એટલે એ બીમાં સ્ટોર થશે. હવે અહીંયા ચેક થશે કે એ બી કરતાં લેસ છે તો આ કન્ડિશન ટ્રુ થશે. તો સ્ક્રીન ઉપર મેસેજ શું આપશે? એ ઇઝ મિનિમમ, અને પ્રોગ્રામ પૂરો થઈ જશે. પછી આપણે પાછો પ્રોગ્રામ રીરન કર્યો, એમાં અહીંયા 2 અને અહીંયા 1 રાખ્યા, એટલે કે 2 એમાં સ્ટોર કર્યા અને 1 બીમાં સ્ટોર કર્યા. તો આ કન્ડિશન છે એ ફોલ્સ થાય. અહીંયા એલ્સિફમાં મેસેજ જે છે એ શું આવે છે? બી ઇઝ મિનિમમ. તો એ સ્ક્રીન ઉપર શું પ્રિન્ટ કરશે? બી ઇઝ મિનિમમ, અને પ્રોગ્રામ તમારો ટર્મિનેટ થઈ જશે. તો આ રીતે મિનિમમ માટે આ પ્રોગ્રામ આપણે કરી શકીએ. હવે આપણે સાથે ડેફિનેશનમાં ઉમેરું જ છે મેક્સિમમ, તો આ જ પ્રોગ્રામને આપણે એક્સટેન્ડ કરીએ. તો ફરી પાછા સીમાં જવું પડશે એના માટે. સીમાં ગયા પછી અહીંયા ત્રીજી કન્ડિશન મૂકવી પડશે. એલ્સ ઇફ a greater than b printf a is maximum, else if b is less than b is greater than a, printf b is maximum. Let's check. Now what happened in this code? 2 output will be there. One is for minimum and another is for maximum. So let's check, will it work or not. What happens? Let's see. 1 and 2. Here a is 1 and b is 2. So a is minimum and b is maximum. Something like that should be displayed. So a is minimum. First condition is true. The program gets terminated over here. So what happens in this code? At the time only the minimum or maximum checking will be done. So we are wrong. We need to remove this thing, and we have to redefine the condition minimum of 2 number. તમારી ડેફિનેશન તમારે ચેન્જ કરવાનું રહેશે. રાઇટ એ પ્રોગ્રામ ટુ પ્રિન્ટ મિનિમમ ઓફ 2 નંબર્સ. આ રીતે એક ચેન્જ તમારે નાનો એવો કરવો પડશે. ઓકે, સો લેટ્સ મેક એનધર પ્રોગ્રામ. Write a program to accept one number from the user and check if number is 2, it prints good morning. If number is 3, it prints good afternoon. If number is 4, it prints good night. Else it prints input valid number. It's a little bit long definition. I would like to repeat it again. Write a program to accept one number from user and check if the number is 2, it prints good morning. If number is 3, it prints good afternoon. And if number is 4, it prints good night. Otherwise it prints valid input valid number, right? So as per the definition, we require two variables, that is a and b. Then CLR SCR, printf, enter your first number, scanf, %d, ampersand a is the first number, printf, enter your second number. Sorry, we don't require second number because we have to check a single number only, so only the single number is required. My mistake is that. Now here I am putting our decision making statement. If a double equals to 2, because first I have to check that number is 2. If a double equals to 2, if this condition is true, printf good morning. Else if a double equals to 3, printf good afternoon. Else if a double equals to 4, printf good night. And else it prints input valid number. And at last our get ch. Let's save the code and compile the code. There are no syntactical errors. Let's run the code. Input the number. There is one. Textual changes should require that enter your, not a first number, but enter your number. Let's rerun the code. Suppose here I am entering 1. What will be the output? The output is input valid number. Why? Because we have checked the number with 2, 3 and 4 only, and apart from all other numbers, it gives the message that input valid number. Now let's rerun the code. I am entering 2. Then the condition number 1 is true, it prints good morning. Again I am rerunning the program. 3, it prints good afternoon. I am rerunning the code. I am entering 4, it prints good night. For 5 or any other numbers, it prints what? Input valid number. It's not a part of the program's choice. So in this way, multiple if else statement works. Now let's see this program in Notepad. This is the program over Notepad. Write a program to accept one number from user and check if number is 2, it prints good morning. If number is 3, it prints good afternoon. If number is 4, it prints good night. Otherwise it prints input valid number, right? This is the definition. Now after hash include stdio.h void main opening bracket, there is a one variable called integer a, then CLR SCR, then printf enter your number, scanf %d ampersand a, if a double equals to 2, that means if my entered number is 2, it prints good morning. If my entered number is 3, it prints good afternoon. If my entered number is 4, it prints good night. And for all other numbers, it prints input valid number. So in this way, the entire program works. Now whenever we have executed the code, first time we have entered 1 over here. For 1, which is a is equals to 1, a is equals to 1, this condition is false because the value of a is 1. Even this condition is false because the value of a is 3. Even this condition is false because the value of a is 4. So that's why it prints input valid number. Second time, whenever we have executed the code, we have entered 2 over here. For 2, this condition is true, that's why it prints good morning, and program gets terminated over here. Then we have entered 3. For 3, this condition is false, but this condition is true, it prints good afternoon. Then we have entered 4. For 4, this condition is false, even this condition is false, this becomes true, so it prints what? Good night. And for any other numbers, we are going to display that input valid number, right? So in this way, this entire program works. So I hope there is now a very clear-cut idea about multiple if-else statement. One more program we would like to do for this. So let's go into the C. The definition of program is like this. Write a program to accept salary of an employee and check following condition. Number 1, if salary is 1000, it add 100 rupees in basic salary. Condition number 2, if salary is 1500, it add 150 rupees in basic salary. Third, if salary is 2000, it add 200 rupees in basic salary. Fourth, for all other salary, it prints not eligible. This is the program. What we have to do? Here we have to add some rupees into the salary of salary into the employees account. Employees ના જે સેલેરી છે એમાં અમુક રૂપીઝ આપણે એડ કરવાની છે, પણ એમાં ફિક્સ ક્રાઇટેરિયા છે કે જો સેલેરી 1000 રૂપીઝ હોય તો 100 રૂપિયા એડ કરવાના છે, 1500 હોય તો 150 રૂપિયા એડ કરવાના છે, જો 2000 રૂપીઝ સેલેરી હોય તો 200 રૂપીઝ એડ કરવાના છે, અને બાકીની કોઈ પણ સેલેરી માટે નોટ એલિજિબલ એવો મેસેજ દેખાડવાનો છે. સો લેટ્સ સ્ટાર્ટ. હેશ include stdio.h void main opening bracket and closing bracket integer salary CLR printf enter your salary scanf %d comma %, salary, and if salary double equals to 1000, then salary equals to salary plus 100 and print that particular salary onto the screen for salary if salary is 1000, else if salary double equals to 2000, salary equals to salary plus 1, not 2000 but 1500, second criteria is for 1500, salary equals to salary plus 150, printf %d comma salary, then else if salary double equals to 2000, salary equals to salary plus 200, printf %d comma salary will be printed on screen, and if every condition is false then the message is printf not eligible, and message is get ch, right? So let's check the code, will it work or not. As per my logical structure, it should work, but we need to check because now day by day the lining of code becomes more. અત્યાર સુધી તો આપણે ઓછી લાઇનના પ્રોગ્રામ્સ લખતા હતા, પણ હવે ધીમે ધીમે પ્રોગ્રામ્સ જે છે એ મોટા થતા જાય છે. વી નીડ ટુ ચેક ઇટ. તો આને કમ્પાઇલ કરીએ. સિન્ટેક્ટિકલ એરર તો કોઈ નથી. હવે આપણે એન્ટર કરીએ સેલરી. સે ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ પહેલાં હું 1000 રૂપીઝ જ એન્ટર કરું. અહીંયા આપણે એક સિમ્બોલ આપી દઈએ આવો કે આપણને સહેલું પડે એન્ટર કરવામાં. 1000. તો 1000 સેલેરીમાં 100 એડ થાય તો કેટલા થશે? 1100 થઈ ગયા. ઇટ્સ પરફેક્ટ. હવે 1500 આપીએ તો એમાં આપણે 1500માં 150 150 એડ કરવાના, એટલે 1650. ઇટ્સ પરફેક્ટ. For 2200 એટલે કે 2200 ઇઝ ધ આઉટપુટ. અને એ સિવાયની કોઈ પણ સેલેરી નાખો, કે સપોઝ ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ 2500, વોટ ઇટ ડિસ્પ્લેઝ નોટ eligible. So this program 100% works perfectly. Just I am changing the message new salary. Even for this new salary, and for this new salary, let's rerun the code. 1100 is the new salary. For 1500 plus 150, 1650 is the new salary. For 2200 is the new salary, and for all other salaries it displays what? Not eligible. So in this way the program works. Let's check on a notepad. This is the program in notepad. Write a program to accept the salary and checks the following condition 1 2 3 4, that I am not going to repeat. I am directly going into the program. Hash include stdio.h, void main, opening bracket, integer salary, clr acr, printf enter your salary, scanf %d and %salary. Here first time I have entered 1000, so this condition becomes true. It add 100 rupees in existing salary and it prints the new salary 1100 over here, and program gets terminated. For 1500 this condition becomes false, but this condition becomes true. It add 150 rupees into the salary. New salary will be printed over here and the program gets terminated. For 2000 this condition becomes true. It add 200 rupees and new salary will be printed over here and the program gets terminated. And for all other numbers it prints not eligible. For all other salary it prints not eligible. So these are the programs that we have demonstrated in today's lecture. Further we'll discuss in another session. Thank you very much students for listening me, and have a nice day.